There's always going to be bad days or bad weeks that happens. The important thing is just being able to consistently keep at it. So last month, if you tuned in, we talked a lot about it was the first part of our How the F series. And last week was how the F do I get a show? And what we talked about was how to actually get the conversation going with venues and with promoters, and most importantly, with other artists about how to get booked. Now, this month, we're going to be talking about what you do after that's happened. So you got booked. Now what? A lot of people assume that the way it works is this: you message a venue to get booked or a promoter, they book you, they promote the show, you show up, you play your set, get paid, and you go home. In a perfect world, that's how it should work. What tends to happen a lot of the time is a band books with a venue. The venue is either just trying to fill a date, or they have someone like a bar manager, someone trying to manage the calendar. And so what they end up doing is they end up assuming that the venue is going to do promoter's job of making sure people are aware of the show and getting the word out, when unfortunately in a lot of cases, a lot of venues and quite frankly a lot of promoters really don't know how to do that. They either haven't adapted with the times, or they just assume that it's the band's job to make it happen. Now, I can tell you as a promoter who does national acts that numbers this year have been down significantly from last year. Part of that is the fact that whether people want to admit it or not, we are in a recession. Part of it also, quite frankly, I think is consumer fatigue from high ticket prices and from fees and from experiences they're having at larger events and festivals. And unfortunately, there's a certain amount of trickle down that falls into that, where someone who has a bad experience at an arena show, if they hear about a club show, a lot of times their thought is, if an arena couldn't get it right, how the heck is a local bar going to get it right? Why should I even bother showing up? And it sucks. It's an awful way to think about it, but that is the way a lot of people think, especially post COVID. It is so hard to get people to leave their house for any reason, let alone for entertainment. In this modern era, you can stay home if you really want to. You can stay home and have groceries. You can stay home and have entertainment. You don't need to leave your house. The biggest battle that every artist, every promoter, and every venue has is getting people to leave the house. Your biggest competition is not other promoters, and it is definitely not other artists. Your biggest competition is Netflix.